Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are starting an exciting new series about Docker. If you ever wondered how developers build, ship, and run applications consistently across environments, Docker is the tool for you. Let's deep dive into what Docker is, why it is so popular, and how you can get started. What is Docker? Docker is a software platform that allows you to build, test, deploy applications quickly. Docker packages software into a standardized unit called containers that have everything the software needs to run, including libraries, system tools, code, and runtime. Using Docker, you can quickly deploy and scale application into any environment and know that your code is running well. For example, think of shipping containers, no matter what is inside. Containers, cars, electronics, or furniture. The container has a standard size and shape, so it can be shipped anywhere efficiently. Similarly, Docker containers bundle everything an application needs, like codes, libraries, and environment settings, so it works reliable on any systems. Why Docker is so popular? Because it's portable. Containers ensure that applications run consistently across environments, your local machines, a testing server, a production server, or cloud. Developers can build once and run anywhere. Lightweight and efficient. Allow developers to run more applications on the same hardware, deploy application faster, and maintain consistently across environments with minimal overhead. Faster development and deployment. Docker simplifies the development lifecycle by allowing developers to quickly build, test, and deploy applications in a consistent environment. Scalable. Docker works seamlessly with orchestration tools like Kubernetes and Docker Swarm, enabling easy scaling of applications to handle increasing workloads. Containers are ideal for microservices architecture, where applications are split into smaller, independent components. Broad ecosystem. Docker Hub provides thousands of pre-built containers, images for popular applications and services, making it easy to get started. The Docker ecosystem integrates well with DevOps tools, cloud platforms, and CI/CD pipelines. Simplified dependency management. Docker packages applications with all their dependencies, libraries, and configurations. This ensures the application behaves the same way regardless of where it's deployed. No more dependencies conflict over version mismatch between any virtual machines or servers. Cost effective. Since containers use fewer resources than virtual machines, they help reduce infrastructure costs, especially for large-scale deployment. Security. Docker isolates applications in their own containers, reducing the risk of conflict and security breaches. Features like image signing and vulnerability scanning enhance application security. These advantages make Docker a game changer in modern software development and deployment. It's not just a tool, but a foundation technology for DevOps, cloud computing, and containerization. Key concepts for Docker. Docker Engine. This is the core component of Docker. It's a lightweight runtime that runs and manages containers on your machine. Docker images. Docker images are blueprint for containers that define what is inside the container, like the application codes, libraries, dependencies, and operating system dependencies. Containers. Containers are the running instance of an image. Docker files. A text file containing instruction to build a Docker image. Docker installation. This is our whole infrastructure, which is our physical server infrastructure or a virtual machine. The host operating system, we can install Linux, CentOS, Windows. Our server for this series of video is Ubuntu server. We installed Ubuntu server on an ESXi host. Above of our Ubuntu server, we will install Docker Engine. Docker Engine allow us to containerize the application separately. Each container will not conflict another containers. We installed Ubuntu server earlier. Now let's SSH to our Ubuntu server. User, password. This is our Ubuntu server that we have installed earlier. This is the instruction how to install Docker on Ubuntu server. You can also follow the instruction of Docker docs from the official website. This is the Docker official website that you can follow these commands and you can install the Docker. I copied all these commands and pasted on a notepad, and we will install each one step by step. First, update your package. Sudo apt update and upgrade the system. Copy and paste the password of your server. It will take a while. I will pause the video and come back. The update and upgrade of our system finished successfully. Now let's install the requirements for Docker. Copy these commands. Just right click in here, it will paste automatically. Finished. Now add the Docker official GPG key and a repository. Copy all these comments. I will provide these comments on the description. You can follow. The key added. Now you can install Docker. Copy, right click. Docker installation also finished successfully. How to verify that our Docker is installed or no? This is the command. Docker version. Right click. Okay. Our Docker installed successfully. The version is 27.4.0. Built. Now you can containerize your application separately. One container does not affect other containers. Each container works separately. For our demo, we will run a container of Nginx. What is Nginx? Nginx is a web server. We will provide more video about Nginx also. Now we will install Nginx. Docker run -d-p-808080. Running your first container. Docker run -d-p-8080:80 Nginx. What is the meaning? Docker run, it means pull the image from Docker Hub repository, create a new container for that, and start the container. -d, it means run this command in the background on detached mode. -p, it means assign a port number to our service. Each service run on a different port. We map port 8080 to port 80 of what? Of Nginx. What is Nginx? Nginx is the image that we are pulling from Docker Hub and create a container of Nginx and start the Nginx service. Control C, just add sudo and paste. The image couldn't find on the local repository, so it will pull the image from Docker Hub repository. The latest version for Nginx installed. Now how to verify that this container is running? Docker ps sudo docker ps. This is the container that is running port 8080 mapped to port 80, and the IP address of our server is sudo. We have to install nettools. ifconfig. Our server IP address is, this is the either 234. Now you can browse 172.17.2.34 port 8080. This port will map to port 80 of Nginx. Okay, our Nginx installed successfully. In this video, we covered what Docker is, why it is so useful, and how to install it on Ubuntu server. We also ran our first container with Nginx. In the next video, we will deep dive into working with containers and images. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials. Comment below if you have any questions.